Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're gonna run you through again to top AI news for this week in different domains. Like we're gonna talk in AI image generation, AI video generation, AI pair programming, generative AI, AI coding, and LLMs by discussing all these AI tools in this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. First up, speaking of AI art generation, Dreamworld released their playtest of AI text to 3D generation that they will be releasing to Steam as well. So yeah, in the blog post of VentureBeat, they have clearly stated that Dreamworld announced that it is launching a playtest on Steam where it shows it can use AI to generate 3D assets based on text prompts. And if you go to the official post by Dreamworld on X, so they basically also uploaded a sample video as well where they showcase the features of their new update that will be releasing, which is AI text to 3D asset generation. So you guys can take a look at this sample video. So first of all, you can go ahead and input your textual prompts. So it will basically go ahead and turn that to amazing 3D asset generation, right? And you can go ahead and do that for various needs. Like you can go ahead and create 3D model, 3D games. Like, the limits are basically endless. So this breakthrough will basically allow creators, game developers, and various other people to generate 3D asset from simple textual prompts. So this amazing update by Play Dreamworld will drastically reduce the time and expertise needed to create high quality asset, making the 3D content creation more accessible and speeding up workflows as well. And if you also go ahead and jump to the Steam platform as well, so you guys can see we have the Dreamworld, the Infinite Sandbox MMO, and you guys can see you can go ahead and right now join the Dreamworld playtest. So you can request your access right over here, and it will be basically releasing on October 10th as stated by Dreamworld. That time you will be able to access this very easily. Next up, we have news regarding Black Forest Lab that they have released an API, and if we talk precisely in the blog post of VentureBeat, they state that Black Forest Lab releases Flux 1.1 Pro and an API as well. So yeah, this new model and API is going to offer very improved image generation with finer details and more user controls as well. And in the graph, you guys can literally take an idea like how much faster and how much, capable the Flux 1.1 Pro is going to be. Like it's going to go ahead and surpass every Flux and Midjourney and as well as ideogram model that has been released before. Like you guys can see in this graph, we have DALL-E as well, we have Stable Diffusion 3 Medium as well. So yeah, Flux 1.1 Pro is going to surpass every single other AI tool as well. Doesn't matter if that is like an online or an open source. So this API integration further is going to allow developers to harness these powers in their apps, boosting automation and creativity as well. And also one bummer that the Flux 1.1 Pro is not going to be free. It's going to be charging $0.04 per image. So obviously stating how this model is going to be good, I think this price would be worth it for a model of this capability. So Luma Dream Machine has released their new 1.6 Dream model, which they claim is going to be 10 times faster AI video generation. So on their official post on X, they have clearly advertised that welcome to the era of hyper-fast video generation with 10x faster inference. You can now generate full quality Dream Machine v1.6. So previously, the real problem with Luma Dream Machine was like, the generation was really slow. It could really take up to like even an hour for any video to create. But now with 10x faster model, you'll be able to create videos, your favorite clips under 20 seconds. Like that is absolutely crazy. So there will be no need of like turbo or distilled models. So it will be available today for all subscribers and API customers. So speaking of generative AI, a major update by OpenAI is that they have introduced Canvas, which is basically their new interface or a new way of working with ChatGPT to write and especially to code. So they have basically highlighted coding capabilities of Canvas everywhere in their OpenAI blog post. So yeah, you guys can see they are telling you can collaborate now better with ChatGPT now with the help of their new interface, which is Canvas, right? So right now, obviously, it's in its early beta. So even then, if you are wondering how you can go ahead and access that, so obviously, first of all, for using that, you need to get the plus version, like the subscription of ChatGPT, which will be $20 per month. And after that, you need to go ahead and go to this model section right over here. In that, you will find GPT-4o with Canvas, right? So you guys can see they are advertising. Again, you can collaborate with better writing and code, all right? So this new interface is going to make a lot easier for non-coders and writers to engage with technical tasks. So, by integrating natural language processing into creative workflows, users can increase productivity and bridge the gap between creative ideas and executable code now with the help of Canvas by OpenAI. So these are few of the graphs which basically showcase the performance of GPT-4o with Canvas in comparison of prompted GPT-4. So you guys can see how less the correct trigger value is in comparison of GPT-4. So yeah, this is how you're going to go ahead and get better performance with the Canvas if you are especially working in writing and coding with ChatGPT, right? So yeah, we're going to go ahead and test this out more in our full video. Similar news we have about Microsoft is Copilot introduced their Copilot Labs and Copilot Vision on October 1, 2024. And in that, the biggest highlight that we get is the new Copilot Vision, which basically looks like a very good competitor of what used to be Google Gemini, in which you'll be able to interact with content visually, like you will get an interactive chatbot that's going to help you explore different things. Like, it will go ahead and give you that hands-on experience with data and media, like in fields of like education, marketing, and design. This tool will transform how we engage with information, making learning and creative processes faster and more intuitive. Like if you go ahead and look at this sample video that they have uploaded on YouTube about a Copilot Vision, so you guys can take a look at an idea. Like you can go ahead and get that scan feature that we also see in Google as well. So you can go ahead and get help from images as well. Like it will be able to go ahead and visually see your images and interact with you based on that images. And it's going to go ahead and give you suggestions, different options. And, it will be kind of just like the interactive bot that we see in Google Gemini, ChatGPT, and different AI tools, okay? So right now, you can go ahead and try that out in the Copilot app. Another update by Microsoft is that Microsoft in their Copilot Daily is going to pay publishers for their content in summary. So Microsoft Copilot Daily is basically their landing page where you guys can see we have different summaries like you can see right over here. So now Microsoft had decided that they will be paying publishers for the content that they will be uploading based on the revenue generated. So this is an amazing step from Microsoft and is a game changer for journalism, blog writers, and educational content creators, as now they have the new avenues for income generation through AI-assisted publishing. Now lastly, speaking of LLMs, Google's smallest but high-performance Gemini 1.5 Flash 8B is now production ready and available for you to use. So on October 3rd, Google basically releases their Gemini 1.5 Flash 8B. So which is basically 50% lower price compared to 1.5 Flash, 2x higher rate limits compared to 1.5 Flash, and it will also have lower latency on small prompts compared to 1.5 Flash. So which basically means you will get now more and more performance, but on the lower price and higher rate limits. So this particular model will perfectly be optimized for speed and efficiency, and it will enable more intuitive and controversial queries, leading to faster and more accurate results. So this enhancement will save users time and help businesses optimize their content for a more natural search experience. So if you go to the official website of Gemini Flash in deepmind.google, and if you go to the Flash model of Gemini and scroll right to the bottom so you guys can see they have basically advertised everywhere that their 1.5 Flash 8B is now out. And if you scroll down a bit more so you guys can see they have clearly compared their Gemini 1.5 Flash 8B with their previous models, and it is basically a lot better than their previous models that they have released so far. So by clicking on this chat with Gemini, you can go ahead and get access to that right now without any problem. Similarly for NVIDIA just launched their NVLM 1.0, which is basically a true competitor, like a rival for ChatGPT 4. So on the official post of VentureBeat, they have clearly advertised that NVIDIA just dropped a bombshell, like its new AI model, which is open, massive, and ready to rival GPT-4, okay? And if you look at the stats by now, so yeah, the stats are looking very impressive for the new NVLM 1.0. And if you can also go ahead and take a look at that on the blog post in Medium, like what is the NVLM 1.0 and what are the key features that is going to offer. So yeah, it's going to offer multimodal capabilities. Like in that, you'll be able to excel at any task involving both text and images, rivaling proprietary models like GPT-4. You'll get improved text performance and it will be open source. Like if you want to go ahead and try that out, you can absolutely do that in the NVIDIA model store right now without any problem. And yes, similarly, if you take a look at the performance benchmarks, so NVLMD 72B has shown impressive results across various benchmarks. So you guys can see right over here, it has basically surpassed every other model right over here in text as well as images, and basically every other category, right? So we'll be checking this out in detail in our full video, okay?